Welcome. Join me while I can some caramelized onions, and I'll be using my Nesco Smart Canner. I would love it if you could subscribe while you are here, and if you have been here before and you're coming back again, thank you and welcome. Let's go ahead and get some onions chopped up. I used about 10 pounds of onions, and I could have easily had double the amount of onions. They really reduced down a lot, but that's okay. I ended up with about 3 pints of caramelized onions in the end. So let's go ahead and get these onions chopped up. If you don't have one of these choppers, I'm going to link it below because you have no idea what you are missing. This made this project so easy. I went ahead and I melted 1 stick of butter in the bottom of my 18-quart roaster, and then I added in the onions, which definitely seemed like a lot more before I added them into my 18-quart roaster. And then I went ahead and I added another stick of butter to the top, and then I'm just going to cover this up, and I left this covered for about 4 hours at 225 degrees. And here I am peeking at 4 hours, and I am happy with what I see. All the butter's melted and those onions are already starting to brown a little bit. This is now after about 8 hours. And then finally, this is the next morning. I did reduce the temperature down a little bit so that over the night, I didn't want it to get too overcooked on me. I really was tired. But here it is the next morning, and I think they look beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and just get them into my pint jars. There's nothing really special that you have to do here. Just load them up, leaving about 1-inch headspace. They are looking amazing already. Go ahead and clean those rims with some vinegar. Get your lids on, finger tight. My Nesco canner, we have to put in 8 cups of water. I'm going to go ahead and load in my pint jars. Like I said, I only have 3, so I am going to go ahead and put in 2 pint jars with just water just to fill that space so that I can run the canner. It needs to be full. And we'll go ahead and lock that and then set that to exhaust and program it for our time, which is 70 minutes. Press start. That will keep rotating until it reaches the correct internal temperature, and then it'll start counting down from 10. Once it gets to the end here, we should hear a beep, and that is going to tell us that it finished that 10 minutes. And now we want to go ahead and change that and move it to airtight. It'll start counting down from 70. And I just wanted you to see here that while it is cooking, you will have steam coming out and water spritzing out. That's normal. Once it is done, unplug it and let it sit for 1 hour before opening it. And here you go. They are still boiling and looking absolutely beautiful. Thanks, everybody.